In this video, I'm going to show you how I made this live edge open shelf vanity. First, we're going to start with prepping our live edge pieces. We have a couple of pieces that have some live edge on them left from when we lived in South Dakota, so we're going to use those for these shelves. Once we're done ripping these live edge pieces, we're gonna put a new end on them to clean them up and get them 90 degrees from our new cut, and then plane them down. We're gonna bring them down to 1.5 inches because we're gonna use some dimensional lumber to build this up. We're just gonna be using some 2x4s, and we're gonna go ahead and break those down and rip off the mitered or rounded over corners. And we'll just run all of our pieces through the table saw to do that. Then we're going to come back and rip it one more time to get the other end off and get them all the same size. We're going to glue these up just to make bigger slabs, kind of like if we were going to be making a cutting board. I could have used biscuits or dowels or something of that nature. I just skipped to just the glue. With our slabs made, we're going to start breaking down some more lumber. We're going to be using these 2x4s to make our frames that go between our shelves. We are going to use the same technique we used before. We're going to rip off those rounded corners, and then we're going to cut our pieces to our desired dimensions. So when we go to assemble our frames and the rest of our vanity, I wanted to make sure we couldn't see none of the hardware. So I'm gonna have some screws come in from the back that's gonna be hidden, and then also use some pocket hole screws. Here I'm just drilling out some reliefs for our screws that are gonna be going in the back. We're just using a Forstner bit so that the head of the screws sits inside so it doesn't hang us up on the back of our vanity. And then just throw some pilot holes through it so it won't split out our wood. And now it's time for the good tried and true pocket holes. Here I am just pre-arranging my pieces for these frames to make sure I don't get them mixed up or have my pocket holes in the wrong spot, because I've never done that before. After I got all 4 of my side pieces done, I go ahead and attach them together with one spreader and a couple pocket hole screws in the back. The spreader will be on the top to give us something to anchor to the wall to hold this vanity to it. While we let our 2 frame pieces dry, we'll go ahead and start to process our slabs. We'll start by cutting them to our desired dimensions. After our shelf slabs are cut, we're going to do a dry fit and mark out where our frames are going to sit so we can pre-drill some holes. I just used a wire brush to clean up this live edge from all the debris and everything that's on there now. We'll still hit it with some sandpaper later, but we want to keep as much of that texture as we can. I tried using my belt sander to flatten these out. It was just going to take too long, so we went ahead and jumped to our router sled. Then it was back to the belt sander to get all those grooves out. Sure was a lot quicker this time. Now we're just going to go through the full sanding process on these slabs. We're going to hit that live edge just a little bit to get any sharp spots out. Also, when we were sanding our frames, I took this time to get any of our hardened glue and any of these little corners out with a chisel. It's assembly time. We're going to assemble these upside down so when we screw our frames to our shelves, we won't have any hardware visible. And lastly, we're going to need some feet. We're going to use these rubberized adjustable feet hardware just because it's going to be on tile, and so we can get it level, and so it'll be nice and sturdy. And also it'll be up off the floor, so in case there's water that it won't wick up into the wood. Now, there's probably a better way or even a better design on how to put these feet on. I just put them where I wanted them and then checked because there was going to be a screw right under them that I marked for a pocket hole screw that wouldn't hit the screw below it, and just used a little glue. Now that all of our assembly is done, we're going to go ahead and stain it. We're using this Minwax Espresso. We're going to be using that a lot in our master bathroom remodel. We started on the bottom, and then once we got the bottoms done on everything, we went ahead and flipped it over and did the tops. We gave the stain a couple of days to dry, and then we came and put our finish on. We used this Minwax Polyacrylic Max. You can see there was quite a bit of buildup inside the cracks and crevices of that live edge. After a couple days of curing, it was completely clear. Now that we are done, thanks for watching.